Okay, so we have x to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 3 equals xy plus 61, where x and y are members of the integers. So let's expand this using the rule. So let's expand what is given to us. This gives us x minus y, x squared plus xy plus y squared equals xy plus 61. Now, after that, what next should we do? The next thing for us to do is we're going to simplify further. X squared plus xy plus y squared, and we're going to introduce minus 3xy plus 3xy. This does not change this equation because this is automatically 0, so we are still on course. Remember, this is equal to xy plus 61. Now, from here, we have x minus y, and this gives us, when we solve this gives us minus 2xy, and we have y squared plus 3xy equals xy plus 61. Okay, so here x minus y, this gives us x squared. Now this is the same thing as x minus y squared, okay, plus 3xy equals xy plus 61. Again, the next thing to do here is, so at this point we say let m be equal to x minus y, and let n be equal to xy. So this gives us m, open bracket, m squared plus 3n equal to n plus 61. So the next thing we're going to do is to open the bracket, and this gives us m cubed plus 3mn equal to n plus 61. So from here, we're going to move all the m to one side or the m to the other side. And for us to know, the m we have is just this one. So we're moving the n to this side. This gives us 3mn minus n equal to 61 minus m cubed. And so when we factor out, we'll be left with 3m minus 1 equal to 61 minus m cubed. We divide through by 3m minus 1, 3m minus 1. This strikes, and we have n equal to 61 minus m cubed over 3m minus 1. This is greater than 0, greater than 0. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going to look for the possible values for m. Possible values for m, where m is not greater than 61. So we have m as 1, 2, and 3. So let's write down. Now we're going to substitute those values. We have case 1, where m is equal to 1. In this equation, we have n equals 61 minus 1 cube all over 3 in bracket of 1 minus 1. This gives us 61 minus 1 all over 3 minus 1. This gives us 60 over 2, and when we divide, we have 30. So where m is 1, n is 30. We're going to look at case 2, where m is 2. So where m is 2, where m is 2, we have n equals 61 minus 2 squared, 3 in bracket of 2 minus 2, okay, minus 1. According to the equation given to us, this gives us 61 minus 4 all over 6 minus 1. And when we subtract this, will give us 57 all over 5. And this is not an integer solution. And so it is rejected. Okay, so we move further for case 3, where m is equal to 3. So we have n equal to 61 minus 3 cube all over 3 in bracket of 3 minus 1. This gives us 61 minus 9 all over 9 minus 1. When we subtract this, 52 over 8. This is not an integer solution, and so it is rejected. Okay, so now we have just this one, m, when m is 1, n is 30. That's what we'll be using. Okay, alright, so from here we are going to recall. So we recall that m is equal to x minus y and n is equal to xy. Remember that m is 1 and here is 30. So let's make x the subject of formula. So this becomes 1 plus y equals x. And we're going to substitute this value of x in this equation. So this gives us 1 plus y in bracket of y equals 30. So we're going to open this bracket very quickly. This gives us y plus y squared equals 30, and this results to a quadratic equation. So what do? We solve using the almighty formula. So our b is 1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4 dot 1 dot minus 30 all over 2 dot 1. This gives us minus 1 square root of 1 minus, okay, this gives us plus because of this minus here, and then when we multiply, it gives us 120 all over 2. This is minus 1 plus or minus square root of 121 all over 2. This is minus 1 plus or minus, this gives us 11 all over 2. And so the values for x are minus 1 plus 11 over 2, or minus 1 minus 11 over 2. And this is 10 over 2 over minus 12 over 2. When we divide, we have 5, we have minus 6. So the values for y include 5 and minus 6. Now let's use these values for y to look for x, okay, using the order equation. So we have x to be 1 plus y, okay, x to be 1 plus y. So for case 1, x is 5, okay, and that gives us x to be 6. So this is when y is 5, x is 6. Then when y is minus 6, what is x? When y is minus 6, x is minus 5. So y minus 6, x minus 5. So now we are going to use all this to substitute in our original equation, which is x cubed minus y cubed equal to xy minus 61 plus 61. So using the first one, y 5x 6. So we have 5 cubed minus 6 cubed, minus 5 cubed equals to 5.6.5 plus 61. This gives us 216 minus 125, 30 plus 61. When we subtract this, we have 91. When we add this, we have 91. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. This satisfies the equation. So let's look at this one. When both are negative, y is equal to minus 6 and x is equal to minus 5. In the same equation, so we have minus 5 cubed minus 6 cubed equal to minus 5 dot minus 6 plus 61. So this will give us minus 125 minus what? 216. This will give us 30 plus 61. Okay. Now, so this gives us minus 125 plus 216. This gives us 91. So when we subtract this, 216 minus 125, we'll have 91 equals 91. So left hand side equals right hand side. These also satisfies the equation. So thanks for watching. If you've watched up to this point, it means you've gained lots of value. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. All right, remember to join my membership. It's affordable. You have good perks when you join my membership. Please do well to share this video to your friends and those you think will gain value from it. See you all in my next one. Bye for now.